You're eating keto, you're cutting carbs, you're doing everything right, but your body still feels stuck. Maybe you're not losing weight like you thought you would, or you're dealing with constant cravings, low energy, brain fog that won't quit. And here's what nobody tells you. It's not just about eliminating carbs. It's about what you're actually putting in your mouth to replace them. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Patterson, a nutritionist who helps people balance their blood sugar, improve their metabolic health, and understand their bodies on a deeper level. And if you watched my last video on insulin resistance and how it sabotages weight loss, you already know that the quality of your food matters just as much as the macros. Today we're going deep into the 20 top keto foods that actually transform your body from the inside out. And I'm not just talking about hitting your fat macro. I'm talking about foods that heal your metabolism, optimize your hormones, reduce inflammation, and give your cells exactly what they need to thrive. Now, here's the biggest misconception I see with keto. People think it's just a numbers game. They think if they keep carbs under 20 grams and eat a ton of fat, their body will magically shift into this fat-burning machine and everything will click. And yes, lowering carbs is crucial for getting into ketosis. But if you're filling your plate with processed keto junk, inflammatory oils, and nutrient-poor foods, you're missing the entire point. Your body isn't just looking for fuel. It's looking for information. Every single bite you take sends signals to your cells, your hormones, your immune system. And when you feed your body the right foods, foods that are dense in nutrients, rich in the right kinds of fats, and loaded with compounds that support cellular health, that's when the magic happens. That's when your energy stabilizes, your inflammation drops, your brain clears up, and yes, the weight finally starts coming off. Let me break down why this matters so much. When you go keto, you're essentially telling your body to switch fuel sources. Instead of running on glucose from carbs, you're asking it to run on ketones from fat. But here's the thing, that switch doesn't happen in a vacuum. Your mitochondria, the little powerhouses inside your cells that produce energy, they need specific nutrients to function properly. They need B vitamins, they need magnesium, they need CoQ10, they need quality fats to build healthy cell membranes. Without these, your mitochondria struggle. And when your mitochondria struggle, you feel tired, sluggish, mentally foggy. You might technically be in ketosis, but you feel terrible. Second key point, inflammation is the silent killer of metabolic health. Most people don't realize that chronic low-grade inflammation is what's driving their insulin resistance, their weight gain, their hormonal imbalances. And a lot of so-called keto foods, especially the processed ones, with vegetable oils and artificial ingredients, are pro-inflammatory. They're sabotaging your progress. The foods I'm going to share with you today are the opposite. They're anti-inflammatory. They cool down the fire inside your body. They support your immune system, and they create an internal environment where healing can actually happen. Third, hormones run the show. People obsess over calories and macros, but they ignore their hormones. And here's the truth. If your hormones are out of balance, it doesn't matter how perfect your diet is. You won't see results. Insulin, cortisol, thyroid hormones, sex hormones, they're all interconnected, and the foods you eat directly influence every single one of them. The right foods support healthy hormone production. They provide the building blocks your body needs. They stabilize blood sugar so insulin can finally calm down. They support your thyroid so your metabolism doesn't crash. They provide the nutrients your adrenals need so cortisol doesn't go haywire. Fourth, your gut is everything. I mean everything. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. Your gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin that affect your mood. It houses trillions of bacteria that influence everything from your weight to your mental health. And when your gut is damaged, when you have leaky gut or dysbiosis, your entire body suffers. You can't absorb nutrients properly. Your immune system goes into overdrive. Inflammation skyrockets. The foods I'm about to share don't just fuel your body. They heal your gut lining. They feed your good bacteria. They support digestive function. And finally, fifth point, nutrient density is king. This is where most people go wrong with keto. They focus on hitting their fat macro by eating processed cheese, low-quality meats, and bulletproof coffee loaded with bad oils. But your body is starving for real nutrients. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients. These are the cofactors that make every biological process in your body work. Without them, your metabolism slows down, your detox pathways get clogged, your immune system weakens, your hormones crash. The foods on this list are the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. They give your body what it's actually craving. So let's get into it. Let's talk about these 20 foods that will actually transform your body on keto. Number 1, wild-caught salmon. This is hands down one of the most powerful foods you can eat. Salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are essential for brain health, heart health, and reducing inflammation throughout your entire body. These omega-3s get incorporated into your cell membranes, making them more fluid and functional. They help your brain communicate better. They reduce inflammatory markers like CRP. They support healthy insulin sensitivity. And here's what people don't realize. Most of us are severely deficient in omega-3s because our modern diet is loaded with omega-6s from vegetable oils. This imbalance drives inflammation. Eating wild-caught salmon regularly helps restore that balance. Plus, salmon is rich in selenium, which your thyroid absolutely needs to convert T4 into active T3. It's loaded with B vitamins, especially B12, which supports energy production and nervous system health. And it provides high-quality protein that supports muscle maintenance and satiety. The key word here is wild-caught. Farmed salmon is often fed junk and contains higher levels of contaminants. Wild-caught is cleaner, more nutrient-dense, and has a better omega-3 profile. Number 2, pasture-raised eggs. Eggs are nature's multivitamin, and if you're not eating them on keto, you're missing out big time. The yolk, which people used to fear because of cholesterol myths, is where all the nutrition lives. It's packed with choline, which is crucial for liver health, brain function, and fat metabolism. Your liver needs choline to package and transport fats. Without enough, you can develop fatty liver disease, even on a healthy diet. Eggs also provide all the fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K2. Vitamin A supports immune function and eye health. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, immune function, and mood regulation. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, and K2 directs calcium to your bones and teeth instead of your arteries. Pasture-raised eggs have significantly higher levels of these nutrients compared to conventional eggs because the chickens are eating their natural diet of bugs and greens. Eggs are also a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. And they're one of the most satiating foods you can eat, which helps control hunger and stabilize blood sugar throughout the day. Number 3, grass-fed beef. Red meat has been demonized for decades, but the truth is, grass-fed beef is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. It's rich in highly bioavailable forms of iron, zinc, and B vitamins, especially B12. Iron is essential for oxygen transport and energy production. Zinc supports immune function, wound healing, and hormone production. B12 is crucial for nerve health, DNA synthesis, and red blood cell formation. And here's the thing. These nutrients are in their most absorbable forms in animal foods. The iron in beef is heme iron, which your body absorbs way more efficiently than the non-heme iron in plants. Grass-fed beef also has a better fat profile than grain-fed beef. It's higher in omega-3s and contains conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, which has been shown to support fat loss and reduce inflammation. Plus, beef provides creatine, which supports muscle function and brain health, and carnosine, a powerful antioxidant. When you eat quality grass-fed beef, you're giving your body building blocks it can actually use. Number 4. Avocados. If there's one keto food that deserves all the hype, it's avocados. They're loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil. These fats support cardiovascular health, reduce inflammation, and help keep you full and satisfied. But avocados aren't just about fat. They're packed with fiber, about 13 to 17 grams per avocado, which is crucial for gut health and keeping your digestion moving. Most people on keto don't get enough fiber, and that leads to constipation, poor gut health, and blood sugar instability. Avocados solve that problem. They're also rich in potassium, even more than bananas, which is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure, supporting muscle function, and balancing electrolytes. On keto, electrolyte balance is everything. When you cut carbs, your insulin drops, and your kidneys start dumping sodium and water. That's why people get the keto flu. Potassium helps counteract that. Avocados also provide magnesium, vitamin E, vitamin K, folate, and various antioxidants that protect your cells from oxidative stress. They're incredibly versatile too. You can eat them plain, make guacamole, add them to salads, blend them into smoothies. They're a keto staple for a reason. Number 5. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. People hear keto and think it's all meat and butter. But vegetables, especially leafy greens, are absolutely essential. These greens are low in net carbs because they're high in fiber, but they're nutritional powerhouses. They're loaded with magnesium, which over half the population is deficient in. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body. It supports energy production, nerve function, muscle relaxation, blood sugar control, and sleep quality. Without enough magnesium, you feel anxious, tired, crampy, and your metabolism suffers. Leafy greens also provide folate, which is crucial for DNA synthesis and red blood cell production. They are rich in vitamin K1, which works with vitamin K2 to support bone health and cardiovascular health. They contain powerful antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect your eyes from damage. And they're loaded with nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that dilates blood vessels, improves blood flow, lowers blood pressure, and enhances exercise performance. Eating a big serving of leafy greens every day gives your body the micronutrients it desperately needs while keeping your carbs in check. Number 6. Nuts and seeds, especially macadamia nuts, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. These are nutrient-dense, satisfying, and perfect for keto. Macadamia nuts are one of the fattiest nuts with the lowest carb content, and they're rich in monounsaturated fats that support heart health. Almonds provide vitamin E, magnesium, and fiber. Walnuts are one of the best plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain health and reduce inflammation. Chia seeds and flax seeds are fiber powerhouses. Just a tablespoon of chia seeds contains about 10 grams of fiber, which supports gut health, stabilizes blood sugar, and keeps you full. Flax seeds also contain lignans, which are plant compounds that have antioxidant and estrogenic properties, supporting hormonal balance. These seeds are also great sources of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a type of omega-3, Now, ALA isn't as potent as the EPA and DHA in fish, but it still has benefits. The key with nuts and seeds is portion control. They're calorie-dense, and it's easy to overeat them. A small handful is perfect. And always choose raw or dry roasted versions without added oils or sugar. Number 7. Coconut oil and MCT oil. These are unique fats that deserve special attention on keto. Coconut oil is about 60% medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are fats that your body metabolizes differently than other fats. Instead of going through the normal digestive process, MCTs go straight to your liver, where they're rapidly converted into ketones. This gives you a quick source of energy and helps boost ketone levels, which is especially helpful when you're first transitioning into ketosis or if you're doing intermittent fasting. MCT oil is even more concentrated, usually containing 100% MCTs, primarily caprylic acid or C8, which converts into ketones most efficiently. These oils also have antimicrobial properties. Lauric acid, a component of coconut oil, has been shown to kill harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi, supporting immune health and gut health. Adding a tablespoon of coconut oil or MCT oil to your morning coffee or smoothie can give you sustained energy without spiking blood sugar. Just start slow, because too much too fast can cause digestive upset. Number 8. Olive oil. This is one of the healthiest fats on the planet, and it should be a staple in your keto diet. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that reduces inflammation and supports heart health. But the real magic is in the polyphenols, powerful plant compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These polyphenols have been shown to lower blood pressure, reduce LDL oxidation, improve endothelial function, and even support brain health. Studies on the Mediterranean diet, which is rich in olive oil, show significant reductions in heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline. The key is getting high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Look for oil that's cold-pressed, stored in dark glass bottles, and has a harvest date on the label. Cheap. Refined olive oil has been processed and stripped of its beneficial compounds. Use olive oil generously on salads, drizzle it over cooked vegetables, or take a spoonful straight if you're feeling brave. Just don't cook with it at extremely high heat, because that can damage the delicate polyphenols. Number 9. Fatty fish like sardines and mackerel. These small fish are nutritional powerhouses that often get overlooked. They're even higher in omega-3s than salmon in some cases, and they're much lower in mercury and other contaminants because they're lower on the food chain. Sardines are also one of the best sources of calcium because you eat the bones, which are soft and completely edible. This calcium is highly absorbable and comes packaged with vitamin D and omega-3s, which support bone health and calcium absorption. Sardines and mackerel also provide vitamin B12, selenium, phosphorus, and coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10, a compound that's essential for mitochondrial energy production and heart health. As we age, our natural CoQ10 production declines, and statins, which many people take for cholesterol, deplete CoQ10 even further. Eating these fatty fish regularly helps maintain optimal levels. Plus, they're incredibly convenient. You can buy them canned, and they're ready to eat straight from the tin. Add them to salads, mash them with avocado, or eat them with some olive oil and lemon juice. Number 10. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. These vegetables are keto-friendly superstars. They're low in net carbs, high in fiber, and loaded with compounds that support detoxification and hormone balance. Cruciferous veggies contain glucosinolates, which break down into compounds like sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol. Sulforaphane is one of the most powerful activators of your body's detox pathways. It boosts production of glutathione, your master antioxidant, and supports phase 2 liver detoxification, helping your body eliminate toxins, heavy metals, and excess hormones. Indole-3-carbinol supports healthy estrogen metabolism, which is crucial for both men and women. It helps convert estrogen into beneficial metabolites rather than harmful ones that can increase cancer risk. Cruciferous vegetables are also rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, and fiber. And they're incredibly versatile. You can roast them, steam them, ferment them into sauerkraut, rice cauliflower, make broccoli soup. Eating these vegetables regularly gives your body the tools it needs to detoxify and maintain hormonal balance. Number 11. Full-fat Greek yogurt or kefir. Now, dairy can be controversial on keto, and some people do better without it. But if you tolerate it well, full-fat fermented dairy is incredibly beneficial. Greek yogurt and kefir are rich in probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that support gut health, immune function, and even mental health. Your gut microbiome influences everything from your weight to your mood to your risk of chronic disease. Feeding it with probiotic-rich foods helps maintain a healthy balance. Full-fat versions also provide conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, vitamin K2, calcium, and high-quality protein. The key is choosing products with no added sugar and minimal ingredients. Plain, full-fat, and ideally from grass-fed sources. You can add a small amount of berries, a drizzle of almond butter, or some chia seeds to make it more interesting. Kefir is even more potent than yogurt because it contains a wider variety of probiotic strains and beneficial yeasts. Drinking a small glass of kefir regularly can significantly improve digestion, reduce bloating, and support immune function. Number 12. Olives. These little fruits, yes, they're technically fruits, are packed with healthy fats and powerful antioxidants. Olives provide the same beneficial monounsaturated fats and polyphenols as olive oil, but in whole food form. They're also a good source of vitamin E, iron, copper, and calcium. The polyphenols in olives, particularly oleuropein, have strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Studies show they can reduce oxidative stress, lower blood pressure, and improve cholesterol markers. Olives are also incredibly satisfying and make a perfect keto snack. Just be mindful of sodium content if you're watching your salt intake, and choose olives without added chemicals or preservatives. Green olives, black olives, Kalamata olives, they're all great options. Add them to salads. Eat them as a snack or include them in Mediterranean-style dishes. Number 13. Grass-fed butter and ghee. Real butter from grass-fed cows is a keto superfood. It's rich in fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K2, which are essential for immune function, bone health, and cardiovascular health. Grass-fed butter also contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that's incredibly beneficial for gut health. Butyrate is the preferred fuel for the cells lining your colon, and it has powerful anti-inflammatory effects in the gut. It supports the integrity of your gut barrier, reducing the risk of leaky gut and systemic inflammation. Grass-fed butter is also a source of CLA, which has been shown to support fat loss and reduce inflammation. Ghee is clarified butter, meaning the milk solids have been removed, leaving pure butterfat. This makes it suitable for people who are sensitive to lactose or casein. Ghee also has a higher smoke point than butter, making it ideal for cooking at higher temperatures. Use butter and ghee liberally in your cooking. Spread it on low-carb bread, add it to your coffee, or melt it over vegetables. Number 14. Bone broth. This is one of the most healing foods you can consume, especially on keto. Bone broth is made by simmering animal bones and connective tissue for many hours, extracting collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and minerals. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, and it's essential for healthy skin, hair, nails, joints, and gut lining. As we age, collagen production declines, leading to wrinkles, joint pain, and weakened connective tissue. Drinking bone broth regularly helps replenish collagen levels. The gelatin in bone broth is particularly beneficial for gut health. It coats and soothes the gut lining, supports digestion, and helps repair leaky gut. Bone broth also provides glycine, an amino acid that supports detoxification, sleep quality, and muscle recovery. And it's rich in electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, which are crucial on keto. Drinking a warm cup of bone broth is incredibly soothing and satisfying, especially during fasting periods or when you're feeling under the weather. You can make your own by simmering chicken, beef, or fish bones with vegetables and herbs. Or you can buy high-quality bone broth from reputable brands. Number 15. Dark chocolate with at least 85% cacao. Yes, you can have chocolate on keto, and it's actually incredibly good for you if you choose the right kind. Dark chocolate that's 85% cacao or higher is low in sugar and packed with antioxidants, specifically flavonoids, that have powerful health benefits. These flavonoids improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and support brain health. Studies show that regular consumption of dark chocolate can improve cognitive function, enhance mood, and reduce the risk of heart disease. Dark chocolate also provides magnesium, iron, copper, and manganese. The key is choosing chocolate with minimal ingredients: cacao, cacao butter, and a small amount of natural sweetener like stevia or erythritol if needed. Avoid milk chocolate and anything with added sugar or vegetable oils. A square or two of high-quality dark chocolate after dinner can satisfy sweet cravings while providing real health benefits. Just don't go overboard, because it does contain some carbs and calories. End pause. Number 16. Shellfish like oysters, mussels, clams, and shrimp. These are some of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Oysters are particularly impressive. They're one of the best sources of zinc, a mineral that's essential for immune function, wound healing, DNA synthesis, and testosterone production. Just a few oysters provide your entire daily zinc requirement. Oysters also contain high levels of vitamin B12, selenium, iron, and copper. Mussels and clams are similarly nutrient-dense, providing omega-3s, iron, selenium, and vitamin B12. Shrimp is a lean source of protein that's low in calories and carbs, and it provides selenium, vitamin B12, phosphorus, and astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives shrimp its pink color. Astaxanthin has been shown to reduce inflammation, improve skin health, and support eye health. Shellfish are also a great source of iodine, which your thyroid needs to produce thyroid hormones. Many people are deficient in iodine, especially if they don't use iodized salt, and this can lead to hypothyroidism, weight gain, fatigue, and brain fog. Including shellfish in your diet regularly ensures you're getting enough of these critical nutrients. Number 17. Organ meats, like liver, heart, and kidney. I know, organ meats aren't for everyone, but hear me out. These are the most nutrient-dense foods in existence. Liver, especially beef liver, is nature's multivitamin. It's loaded with vitamin A in the form of retinol, which is the active form your body can use immediately. Vitamin A is essential for immune function, vision, skin health, and cellular communication. Liver also provides massive amounts of B vitamins, especially B12, folate, riboflavin, and niacin. It's rich in iron, copper, choline, and CoQ10. Ounce for ounce, liver has more nutrients than any other food. Heart is incredibly high in CoQ10, which supports energy production and cardiovascular health. Kidney provides selenium, riboflavin, and B12. If you can't stomach eating organ meat straight, you can find desiccated organ supplements in capsule form that provide the same nutrients without the taste. Or you can hide small amounts of liver in ground beef dishes like burgers or meatballs. Even eating a small serving of organ meats once or twice a week can significantly boost your nutrient intake. Number 18. Fermented vegetables like sauerkraut and kimchi. Fermentation is an ancient food preservation technique that creates powerful probiotic-rich foods. Sauerkraut is simply fermented cabbage, but the fermentation process transforms it into a gut-healing superfood. The beneficial bacteria, primarily lactobacillus strains, support digestive health, boost immune function, and even produce certain vitamins, like vitamin K2. Kimchi, a traditional Korean fermented vegetable dish, usually made with cabbage, radishes, garlic, ginger, and chili peppers, is even more potent. It's loaded with probiotics, fiber, vitamins A and C, and various bioactive compounds from the spices. The probiotics in fermented vegetables help restore balance to your gut microbiome, improve digestion, reduce bloating and gas, and support the integrity of your gut barrier. They also support immune function, because a healthy gut is the foundation of a healthy immune system. Plus, fermented vegetables are incredibly low in carbs and add a delicious tangy flavor to meals. Just make sure you're buying raw, unpasteurized versions, because pasteurization kills the beneficial bacteria. Or better yet, make your own at home. It's easier than you think. Parentheses. Number 19. Herbs and spices like turmeric, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, and rosemary. These aren't just flavor enhancers. They're concentrated sources of bioactive compounds with powerful health benefits. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most studied anti-inflammatory compounds on the planet. It reduces inflammation at the cellular level, supports brain health, improves insulin sensitivity, and may reduce the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and cancer. The problem with curcumin is that it's not absorbed well on its own, so you need to consume it with black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that enhances absorption by up to 2,000%. Ginger is another potent anti-inflammatory that supports digestion, reduces nausea, and may improve insulin sensitivity. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur compound that has antimicrobial, immune-boosting, and cardiovascular benefits. Studies show that regular garlic consumption can lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol levels, and reduce the risk of heart disease. Cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity, making it a perfect addition to keto desserts or coffee. Rosemary contains compounds that support brain health and may improve memory and concentration. Using these herbs and spices generously in your cooking not only makes your food taste amazing, but also provides concentrated doses of health-promoting compounds. Number 20. Chia seeds and flax seeds. I mentioned these briefly with nuts and seeds, but they deserve their own spotlight because they're so incredibly beneficial. Both are packed with fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and various micronutrients. Chia seeds absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, forming a gel that slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and keeps you full for hours. This gel also supports healthy bowel movements and feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Flax seeds need to be ground to be digestible, but once ground, they provide similar benefits. They're one of the richest plant sources of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, an omega-3 fatty acid. They also contain lignans, plant compounds with antioxidant and estrogenic properties that support hormonal balance, particularly in women. Both chia and flax seeds are incredibly versatile. You can add them to smoothies, sprinkle them on salads, mix them into yogurt, or make chia pudding. They're a simple way to boost fiber, healthy fats, and micronutrients without adding significant carbs. So those are the 20 top keto foods that will transform your body. But here's the thing. Knowing the foods isn't enough. You need a plan. You need to know how to actually incorporate these into your life in a way that's sustainable and effective. So let me give you a step-by-step action plan that you can start implementing today. Step 1. Clean out your pantry and fridge. Get rid of anything that's going to sabotage your progress. Processed foods, vegetable oils, sugary snacks, anything with hidden carbs or inflammatory ingredients. If it's in your house, you'll eat it eventually, especially when you're tired or stressed. Make space for the good stuff. Step 2. Build your meals around protein and healthy fats. Start with a quality protein source like salmon, eggs, grass-fed beef, or chicken. Then add healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, or butter. Then fill the rest of your plate with low-carb vegetables, especially leafy greens and cruciferous veggies. This formula ensures you're getting complete nutrition, staying full, and keeping your blood sugar stable. Step 3. Meal prep at least a few days ahead. I know life gets busy, and that's when people fall off track. They grab whatever's convenient, which is usually not healthy. Spend a couple hours on the weekend cooking proteins, chopping vegetables, making a big batch of bone broth. Having ready-to-eat, healthy food in your fridge makes it so much easier to stay consistent. Step 4. Prioritize organ meats and fermented foods at least once or twice a week. You don't need to eat liver every day, but getting it in once a week gives you a massive nutrient boost. Same with fermented vegetables. Add a forkful of sauerkraut to your meals a few times a week. These are the foods that really move the needle on health. Step 5. Use herbs and spices generously. Don't eat bland food. Season everything with turmeric, garlic, ginger, rosemary, cinnamon. Not only does it make food taste incredible, but you're also getting concentrated doses of anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds. Make your food taste amazing and medicinal at the same time. Step 6. Stay on top of electrolytes. This is crucial on keto. When you cut carbs, your body dumps water and electrolytes, especially sodium, potassium, and magnesium. If you don't replace them, you'll feel terrible. Salt your food liberally. Drink bone broth. Eat avocados. Take a magnesium supplement before bed. Keeping your electrolytes balanced prevents the keto flu and keeps your energy stable. Step 7. Listen to your body and adjust. Keto isn't one size fits all. Some people do better with slightly higher carbs from low glycemic vegetables. Some people need more protein. Some people feel better with less dairy. Pay attention to how you feel. If you're constantly tired, hungry, or dealing with digestive issues, something needs to change. Don't be dogmatic. Find what works for your unique body and lifestyle. Look, I know this can feel overwhelming. There's a lot of information here, and changing your diet isn't easy. But here's what I want you to understand. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do everything at once. Just start. Pick 3 or 4 foods from this list and focus on incorporating them this week. Maybe it's wild-caught salmon twice a week, avocados every day, and a big salad with leafy greens and olive oil. That's a great start. Then next week, add a couple more. Build momentum slowly. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. The goal is giving your body real, nutrient-dense food that supports your health at the cellular level. And when you do that consistently, your body responds. Your energy improves. Your cravings disappear. Your brain clears up. Inflammation drops. And yes, the weight comes off. But more importantly, you feel good. You feel vibrant. You feel like yourself again. If you want to dive deeper into how insulin resistance might be blocking your progress and what to do about it, check out my video on that topic. I'll link it below. It's the perfect companion to this one because understanding insulin is key to understanding why keto works and how to optimize it for your body. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.